are back, huh? We're back streaming Cardfight Vanguard, just checking to make sure everything is showing live and healthy out there before I begin my intro monologue. And it looks like we're alright. It looks like we're cooking out there. So, at the end of our last stream, we pretty much spent the entirety of the stream looking at the different cards available, the different booster packs. I bought a ton of them. I bought like 100 booster packs last stream. Also bought a ton of starter decks. 3 to be exact, not necessarily a ton. But one of them was this Prison Brantgate deck. DJ, you're already here, my friend. What's up? How are you doing today? One of the decks that I bought last stream was the Brantgate Prison deck, which may turn off a lot of people out there. However, what I will say is it was a lot of fun. The only downside is that it has some hand ripping in it, which I'm steadfastly against. But I will say we fought Mika in a very fun free mode aside to the story mode, and they had some good cutscenes. But what I will say is that Mika isn't normally someone we struggle with or against. However, just with the starter deck, unedited, it was the easiest Mika we faced. So I have two things that I could do. I have two sides of my brains fighting each other right now. One side is saying, take out like this stupid draw trigger, optimize the best we can with the cards available to us. Take out, like, for example, this little robot guy. Just take out the cards that are obvious trash. Replace them with whatever we have available to us. So, like, for example, I take out this grade 1, replace it with this grade 1. Take out this terrible trigger, replace it with whatever triggers we have available to us. And then see how well we do with it from there. That's the one side of my brain. The other side is like, let's see how strong this Prison deck is in its current iteration and face Kanji with it to see if we get freaking blown out like we've been getting with a more optimized, obviously not very optimized, Gandiva deck. I'm leaning more towards the latter. However, that would mean we would take a break from the free story. And the free story has been more entertaining than the actual story. DJ says, I just got back home after visiting my dad in NYC this week, and you were telling me last time I streamed a couple days ago that you were having Thai food with your dad. I hope your weekend was great with him, though. That sounds like a fun time. My dad's actually going to visit me here in October with my mom. They're going to take a little bit of a vacation and visit me at my new house. Okay, I think the part of me that is not allowing me to have this horrendous trigger that only does 5,000 shield and is a draw trigger to boot, I feel like I have to replace that. At the very least, I feel like I'm gonna have to replace it. So I'm gonna click all the triggers. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna click all the triggers and see what triggers I have available to me. Jetsu Frunk, what's up, brother? How are you doing? Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. All right, these are the ones that we have available to us. This is a 15,000. And when I was opening packs, I saw some, and the chat saw some, that was like an additional heal trigger. And I wonder if it's one of these. This literally is just 15,000 shield. Shoma Egoista, that's a cool name. I hope you like this game. I love Vanguard and expect the best to you. God bless you. Thanks so much. Speaking of God, hey, look at my shirt, baby. I appreciate the kind words. And I am enjoying this game so much. I honestly am going to say that this is my current favorite game. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I'm taking my time. I'm not jumping in the deep end, looking up a bunch of like how-to combo videos and things of that nature. I'm just trying to take it in organically, soak it in, you know what I'm saying? We had Thai food twice. Thai is my favorite cuisine. I don't have Thai food very often. Maybe I should get it tonight. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000. It's already 15. I don't really have very many fronts historically in the few decks that I've piloted so far. This is a crit. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Put this unit into your soul, choose one of your units, and gets plus 2,000. Why would I want to boost with a critical trigger? That's the question that I would have. Another 5,000 guard. I thought that was in this deck. It's in the other iteration of this deck that I was looking up last stream, but not this one apparently. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, it gets plus 5,000, which makes it a 10. Okay, I think this might have been the one that the chat was telling me about. When this unit is placed on a guard, if your opponent's attacking unit has attacked 2 or more times this turn, this unit gets plus 15 until end of battle. It's not. They were talking about like a heal trigger that like draws or something. When this unit is placed on a guard, if your Vanguard's grade is less than your opponent's Vanguard grade, this unit gets plus 10,000. When this unit is placed on a guard, if the attacking unit's crit is 2 or greater, and its crit is increased by a non-trigger effect ability, or its original crit is 2 or greater, that's a lot of words. This gets plus 15,000, makes it 25,000. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't in Brantgate the ones I pulled. Maybe it was not. But the chat has been telling me that the ratio should be like 8, 3, and 3 or something like that. 8, 4, and 3 maybe. I can't remember the exact ratio I have been told to do, but it's something. I do remember that the crit was 8 out of them. So maybe I just add the crits, because it's better than 5,000, to be sure. But maybe I add something with an additional effect. 2 or more times. If we're thinking about facing Kanji, and Kanji attacks twice, that would put me up at 25, and that's pretty good. That is pretty good, because like if I remember correctly, his Vanguards gets to like 22 pretty much every time, and presumably ours would be 13 base. 23 would put us at 33, which is more than 10,000 above what his Vanguard would be without any boost. So maybe that would be like okay to replace. I only have one of them anyways, so that's my 4 heal triggers. Let's keep 4 heal triggers in the deck. Then we remove the draw triggers. I like the draw triggers, especially against Kanji, since he like depletes your field and your hand by doing the. Man, that's a hard decision. I kind of regret going down this rabbit hole. I kind of do at the moment. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield. That puts it at 20. This one is just 15. So that means I'm going to remove one to replace it with this one. That's an easy like. I like the like for like substitutions. Those are easy. Those are very easy to make. So then let's think about this one. It's just 15,005, but it's a full frame card and looks pretty freaking sweet. This is just 15. Let's take away another one of the heals, replace it with this one because they're basically the same, and this one looks better. This one's a crit. I could take out a draw, replace it with the crit. Yeah. Let's do that. I kind of like that. Then I think we're gonna just be done with messing with the triggers for the time being, because I kind of want to see how far we can take this pseudo. Okay, I'm modifying it. I am modifying it, but it's largely the same as the starter deck that we started with. Okay, I want to replace this card because I don't like it. I don't like this card. So just because of that, I'm gonna see if, okay, that's an easy one. I can replace it with this, right? I don't think I have this card in the deck. So I'm gonna remove one right now, put it here, because that puts cards in the prison. That's what we want to do. That's the name of the game. What does this one say? At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. If your order zone has a set order, put this unit into your soul and countercharge 1. Okay. I have 4 sentinels. Aren't I only allowed to have 4 sentinels? Is that a thing? You can only have up to 4 cards with Sentinel in the deck. Darn it! When this unit is placed on the Vanguard... What? What? That's just a different deck. Okay, I'm not going to be looking at those. When this unit is placed on a rear, choose one of your opponent's unit cards. Imprison in your prison, and you may call it to your opponent's open rear. If you called it, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and imprison it in your prison. So I basically just do a little bit of a shuffle in case I want to prison something else. Interesting. If you have 16 Neatness Meteor Showers in your deck... What? What? I like cards like this. You may have up to 16. Anonymous Eyeballs is back. What's up, Anonymous Eyeballs? How are you doing this fine day? When this card is put into your order zone, you may soul charge 1. If it was put by your Vanguard's ability, you may draw a card. When this card is put into your drop from the order zone, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. What? I want to look that card up later. That seems like a hoot. A hoot and a half. Not gonna lie. If your Vanguard was Seraph in his card name, this unit gets plus 5,000. When this unit is placed on a rear from hand, if 3 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as this unit, call it to a rear and shuffle your deck. Okay. I don't have that card in my deck currently, I don't think. I believe it was in the updated version of the deck. So I'm going to be making some more modifications, methinks, because that seems like an auto-include. So I'm going to add 4 of them. That's 4. I'm going to take out all 3 of these. Should I just take out the one I added in replacement of the first one? I'm going to read this again before I make my final decision. When this unit is placed on a rear from hand, if 3 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as this unit, call it to rear, and shuffle your deck. If you have a Vanguard with Seraph in its card name, well, now I gotta look to see if my Vanguard's name is Seraph. I don't think it is. It is. It's Seraph Snow. However, doesn't this deck have like a grade 4 that wasn't in the starter deck? Am I going crazy with this now? Because I didn't mean to. Not when I set up. Ooh, I have it. Can it go in my Vanguard ride thing? I'm good, man. I'm on vacation now. Is everything for everyone else? You're on vacation and you're choosing to spend your time with moi? So, what the hell is this? Thanks so much, Anonymous Eyeballs. I got cut off. Is this a grade 10? What? Every time I stream this is nuts. Every time I stream this game, I am made aware of new things in this game, and I kind of love it still. During your turn, this unit gets plus 5,000 for each Dragon Tree marker on your rear. If you have 3 or more Dragon Tree markers, this unit gets plus 1 crit. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, choose a face-up Calamity card from your ride deck and remove it. If you did not remove a card, choose a... Is that I don't know. I don't remember what kanji this is. Trigger from... Is that a... Front? Maybe? No. I don't remember what kanji this is. Trigger from your ride deck. Reveal it. Activate all its trigger effects and additional effects. Remove it. and stand all of your rear guards on a rear with Dragon Tree marker. That's insane. Not so much the effect, but I'm talking about the fact that it's a grade 10. I don't really know how that works. But what happens if I add this and then I click the 2 button? Can I do that? Okay, apparently I can't add a grade 4 to my right deck. So it just goes into my normal deck and takes a spot of something else. When this unit is placed on a Vanguard, Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1 card with Seraph in its card name. Your opponent chooses 2 cards each from their hand. Oh, this is more hand ripping. I don't like that. However, I'd rather build a deck that's optimal rather than not. And so we're going to try it out. So now I have 2 cards to remove. I added a grade 1, so I'm going to start with the grade 1s that I have currently in the deck. Search your deck for up to 1 prison card, reveal it. Nope, that's definitely staying. This is the ones that we added. We added this one in replacement of the original one. So maybe we just add that to make it easy, because it seems like that's the case. Or I could remove a grade 2, because I believe this grade 2 just does nothing and it has 5,000 field. Interesting. What does this one say? When this unit is placed on a rear, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards in your prison. Okay, we're gonna remove 2 of these, and that seems like the easiest solution. That's the Rainbow Trigger card. Rainbow Trigger. Rainbow Trigger? What the hell is that? Rainbow Trigger? Is that another term for Over Trigger? I don't think I have any oh, grade 4. There we go. Apply filters. No data. What is a Rainbow Trigger? I'm going to use a tab. I'm going to open a tab and look up what is a Rainbow Trigger in Vanguard. Because this is getting nutty. Now I just typed in Rainbow Trigger Vanguard. Rainbow triggers. We aren't nearly there yet, are we? That was the first thing that pops up. Running an even or mixed rainbow. What the hell is a rainbow trigger? I'm gonna go to cf-vanguard.com. Rainbow triggers, I think, are just over triggers. Yeah. Okay, they're just over triggers. Also known as rainbow triggers, apparently. And there's a shite ton of them listed on the website, which I did not know. I thought there was only a handful. Thank you, over trigger, buddy. I could have just read the chat. It would have saved me some time. Okay, now we're back down to 50 cards in the deck, 16 triggers. So I'm going to escape and just see if I improved it, basically. Now we have a couple different choices to make. I really enjoyed the free story mode, of which we avoided up until now, because I thought it was just going to be useless like most games are. This is a Megumi free versus. This, funny enough, Megumi is the deck that I want to build next. So I think I'm going to risk it. I hope I don't get spoiled, because I'm in like episode 3 of the show. Yuki, let's fight. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna get spoiled. Okay, that cutscene was nothing. That's what I expected. That is exactly what I expected when I clicked on a free. But yesterday's free was like a legit story. So, I'm glad maybe I didn't miss much. Over trigger, yeah, I don't know the technical jargon. All good, neither do I. Neither do I. We're going second. We have the new card we added. We have a Sentinel, and we already have our order. We're going to send back the critical trigger. And we got a front trigger. Okie dokie. Now, Megumi's deck is kind of cool, and this is the reason why I kind of want to build it, because it attacks from the back row, which I find to be neat. When this unit is placed on a Vanguard, search your deck for up to 1 present card, reveal it, and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. When this unit is placed on a rear, if 1 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, interesting. Okay. Which one should we send away? We can send away... Let me read some cards. Because we've only piloted this deck once, and I think I did a pretty good job piloting it last time. And I don't want to regress. When this unit is placed on a rear, Soul Blast 1. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and imprison it in your prison. So this could just imprison something. That would be nice. This is just a 15,000 shield at the moment. This one says if you have a Vanguard with Seraph in this card name, this unit gets plus 5,000 attack. When this unit is placed on a rear from hand, if 3 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, I think I'm gonna send. Maybe this one? It could protect me from going up to 3 damage on the first turn. This is a nice way to imprison a card. I don't know. I think I want to imprison cards. So I'm not guaranteed to see another card that imprisons cards for the next 2 turns. So I might as well keep the grade 2 that guarantees it that I do it next turn. Okay. Which one do I activate first? I don't think it matters. Let's just draw a card. Actually, no, it does matter. I should have activated the one that searches the deck first to ensure that I didn't draw it. Alright, so that was a bit of a misplay, but now I know for the future. We'll grab our second copy of it, which will soul charge for us, which is huge. We're not attacking on... Oh, we could attack on turn 2. Cancel. So we could play this. Does the grade 1 have Seraph in the name? It does not. It has Kyanite. It's a Kyanite card. But I could rest and attack first on our first turn. Because, yeah. We're gonna call this here. Then we're going to play our grade 1, resting the card we just played. So we drive this turn. We always want to attack with our Vanguard, even when we're going to lose the attack, so we can drive with it. This soul charges, which is the name of the game that we want to do. We have a shield and a sentinel in our hand. And we're going to go to the end the main phase. We're going to attack with our Vanguard. Driving. Soul is at 4. Feeling pretty good now. A draw trigger. We're feeling even better now. It is a shame that we couldn't have another attacking unit. But this tech does not need help, I don't think. Okay, that is nice to see a Sentinel go into their damage zone. Help us out tremendously. And honestly, I think our deck that we're piloting now is... Wow, they're over-triggered, okay? Thanks for revealing that card. I mean, they're calling their over-trigger. Kind of cray-cray. I feel like the prison deck kind of hard counters Megumi's deck because like they want a bunch of stuff on the board and attack with it, and we just suck them up. No guard, take the attack. Joe is back. What's up, Joe? Joe says, I win in Cardfight Vanguard game on Untap. Congratulations, I hope you had a good time. Hope you had a good time with the game. You know I am. Alright, we're gonna say no guard again, take the attack. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I kind of want to. I know I said many times in many streams, and I'm taking my time ingesting Cardfight Vanguard. I haven't looked anything up online in terms of optimal combos, things of that nature. But I kind of do want to. What? I took this out of the deck, didn't I? Did I leave it in? I thought I took this out of the deck. This? What the hell? What the hell, Yante? Well, it's useless, so I might as well guard with it and just be at 2 damage instead of 3. I kind of want to look up a video to see like top tier gameplay to see what the norm is on the opponent's first attacking turn. Do they let 3 go normally? Do they let 2 go and guard the 3rd? I really am curious about that. I could have swore I took that draw trigger out of the deck though. What the hell, Yante? Alright, we're riding though to our grade 2. Good morning from Japan. Good luck, bro. Thank you for coming back, my friend. And the fact that you're in Japan is super dope. I love Japan. Joe says, I have to make a break to win. Nice. You know how every deck has like an ultimate move? What's this deck's ult? Huh. Well, this is the grade 3. This is the grade 3. I can read the grade 3 for you. I did just add 1 grade 4 to the deck, which is obviously probably considered this deck's ult. Don't remember off the top of my head, to be honest with you. But it says, during your turn, if 1 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit gets plus 10,000 boost. And if 3 or more cards are imprisoned, this unit gets drive plus 1. Then, I can act. Once a turn, I can counterblast, choose 2 of your opponent's rear guards and imprison them in your prison. So the ult of the deck is pretty much sucking up their units, driving many times. Driving is flipping cards over from your deck, adding them to your hand, boosting my Vanguard, and then having an extra crit. So it does a lot of damage while taking a ton of resources from the opponent. Alright, the cost of going to grade 2 will be... I have 2 Sentinels in my hand, by the way. That's interesting. I don't really know if it's worthwhile to have a second grade 1. Like, I don't think there... I can see why it would be worthwhile, but I have a feeling that the game's going to be done by then. I'm going to read this card. When this unit attacks, hits a Vanguard, choose a... Okay, that's a good card. However, that helps me for next turn, not this turn. So it's either sending this away or this away. This one doesn't require a Soul Blast. This one requires a Soul Blast. But my soul is 4. I don't think I need 2 of these. I don't think I need 2 of these. Alright. I'm gonna read the chat while I think about this. Oh shit, that sounds like hella fun. The only downside of this deck I can see for me personally is that a couple of the cards hand rip. And I hate hand ripping with a passion, so I don't think this is the deck for me. I just want to play as many decks as possible so I find what speaks to me, you know what I'm saying? Cat says G4 Seraph giving plus 20k and a crit to hold. Oh my god! And a crit to hold board and have a restander. Also ripping cards out of hand, soul and board. Holy guacamole! The grade 4 is freaking. That is the best ability I've witnessed in my short Cardfight Vanguard career. It was my final turn. On the next turn, I will lose. So I said, final turn! Hey, Joe, thanks for reminding me about the final turn mechanic. Because I was not thinking about it once again. I never think about final turn. Whoa, Vanguard in 2026. I love this game. So do I. Rubalus5602. I thank you for stopping by and sharing that. I'm new to the game, so don't expect exquisite gameplay from me. I'm basically learning the game as you see in real time, but I myself am loving this game as well. Alrighty, we got 1 card in our prison. 1 down, many to go. We're going to call upon my grade 2 now, which has the automatic effect of Soul Blasting 1. We're going to Soul Blast our trigger, because now it's not public information. So, well, now it actually goes, apparently it goes into my drop. I thought when you Soul Blast, it goes face down. Again, we're learning. We are learning. Okie dokie. We will suck up one of their grade 2s. That seems like something that someone would do. Then, that is it. We're going to attack rear, Vanguard rear, hope for a successful drive check so we can attack 3 times this turn. but this deck seems to want to kind of like do a little bit, and then just like crazy amounts of damage. All right, attack number 1. They have 3 cards in their hand. They're going to intercept with their other units. We like that. That kind of gives us a little information into what could be possibly in their hand. We're going to be attacking with our Vanguard now, hoping for a successful drive. And it was an unsuccessful drive. And they do not heal, right? Yes, I'm at 2, they were at 1. So that is an unsuccessful trigger on their behalf. However, this grade 1 really comes into its own next turn. So it's not unexpected that we couldn't attack with our 3rd this round. But once again, I think I'm playing this deck pretty well by my standards. Maybe. Whatever the case may be, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Their counter. This is why I love the deck, because they can do things like this, where they can release cards from their prison, and that doesn't seem too OP. But of course, the grade 4 definitely seems very OP. All right, we're at 2 damage. Methinks I am okay saying no guard for this one. And that is what we were hoping to see, a whip. And another whip. And now we know that 2 of their 4 cards are not shielded units. I do like Megumi's animation, which is another reason why I am privy to building the card next. And there goes our only grade 4, mind you. Our only grade 4 in the deck is now in the damage zone. 10,000. Getting boosted. Never mind, it's not getting boosted. Alright, that's an easy decision. 10 to 10, and we're going to be playing a card in our left hand unit circle anyways. So I think because there's a whole lot of attacks that could potentially still happen, I'm okay with guarding with that now, which keeps us within 1 damage of our opponent, which I feel like is a pretty safe territory to be. Skill, let's go! Alright, that makes that harder to guard against. 25 coming at my 10. We have a 15 here and 2 sentinels in hand. This is the 1 crit, 1 crit. Taking both and putting me at 5. 5 is a little scary place to be, not gonna lie. It is a scary place to be, but I'm gonna take that attack. Because at the end of the day, it is 1 crit, and there goes a sentinel. Boosting 20,000 coming at my 10,000, but we have just enough to guard against this, and I think that was an okay guard. I honestly don't really, I don't see too much of a difference between being at 4 and 5 damage, because it seems like, especially with this game, and this could just be cope, mind you, it could just definitely be cope. And it seems like some of the characters, especially Kanji and Team Blackout, in the normal story mode, that they're more inclined to hit crit. So 4 really feels like 5 to me, and I oftentimes find myself guarding against a Vanguard attack at 4 pretty much every time. Alright, this is a grade 2. This is a 15,000 shield. I'm going to read this real quick. When this unit is placed on the rear, I can Soul Blast. Choose a card. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, choose 2 of them. They are fully counterblasted, by the way. I have 2 Sentinels. Now, I'm going to be driving a lot, though. And this is going to boost itself up to 13,000. And the effects come from 3, right? If one of your opponent's Vanguards, choose 2 of your... Okay, yeah, I don't need this grade 2. I've decided that I don't need the grade 2. I would rather have the 15,000. They're at 2 damage, so I'm not winning this turn. So I'm not going to declare a final turn, but I am thinking about it, which is somewhat of an improvement for me. Joe says you're welcome. Thank you again, Joe. Hey, Dear Days. I like this game. So do I, Thunder Dragon. And based off your name, Thunder Dragon, it seems like you're either a current Yu-Gi-Oh player or like me, maybe a former Yu-Gi-Oh player. So we have similar roots. Maybe? Thunder Dragon says, and Seraph was my pet deck too. No way. Speaking of roots, we might have a lot in common, Seraph. And I appreciate you coming by, checking me out, and saying a comment. You are the man. All right. We're not going to forget about the activated abilities. We're going to counterblast our Sentinel. Confirm that. Imprisoning 2 of her cards. And because these are 5,000s, these are 10,000s, it seems like an easy choice. So I'm going to say those 2. Then I'm going to make sure I'm not missing an ability that I'm forgetting about. Then we're going to call our grade 3 here. I really like this grade 1, by the way. I feel like it's a very utilitarian card. I'm glad I added it to the deck. I am still confused that draw trigger was in my deck, because I could have swore I took it out of it. But we're going to end the main phase. I'm going to read this card once again to make sure I'm not forgetting what it says. When this unit attacks a Vanguard. Okay, we're going to do that then. We're going to attack with this one first. We're going to follow what you guys have said, which is rear Vanguard, rear attack pattern. First one goes through. They whiff. So now we know that they have 3 elephants. 2 are in their hand, and the 3rd is in their drop zone. We're going to activate this effect for free. Imprisoning, how many? Is it 1 or 2? 2 is crazy. 2 is honestly redonkulous. This card is very good. Alright, now we're going to choose to attack with our Vanguard. They use a Sentinel. So now we know 2 of the 3 cards in our opponent's hand. 2 of them are those. Now we know 1 of the cards in their hand, and it was an elephant. It is an elephant. Alright, we're going to boost our 3rd attacker, and we're going to draw a card, putting my hand at 6, their hand at 2. A freaking crit. Unbelievable. Sometimes when you got it, you got it. And I don't think it's possible for this deck not to have it. Yup, Yu-Gi-Oh guy here. Man, are you like a current Yu-Gi-Oh guy? Because I just can't imagine playing in the modern game anymore. I haven't played. The last format I played was just before tier limits. Just before tier 0. I almost came back when Yu-Bell was all the rage, because that's cool, but I haven't yet. I've picked up this game, and it seems like it's scratching the itches that I've been missing out with Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 whiffs. This is definitely not Megumi-like. When we fought Megumi in the story mode, he was cracked. He added a card to her deck. The grade 4 is new. I have no idea what this says. When this unit is placed on a Vanguard, choose a card from your soul and you may call it to a rear. If you have 1 or more cards in your soul, or on your rear with Magnolia in their card names, all of your rear guards can attack intercept from the back row and get plus 5,000. Holy shite. Holy shite. I was super confident, but they replenished their board like nobody's business. And that's because I gave them so much ability to do so with their damage stack. Alright, 15,000 is coming at my 13,000. That's not intercept, but we have a slew of cards that can protect me. Let's think about this. 15,000 is coming at me. Okay. That's 1 attack. This is 2 attack, 3 attack, 4 attack, 5 attack. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in hand. This is only a 5. We also have a Sentinel. So I think the strat here is to guard with the cards. Like, for example, this will get the job done. It's easy guard. And we can get our hand pretty low and make these Sentinels even more useful. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say no guard. They attack with another back row. They replaced their over trigger with the grade 3 here. This is, oh man, Megumi's deck seems like so much fun. It seems like so much fun. I thought I removed this card, so I'd rather not see the card in my hand because apparently that was a mental lapse. I could have swore I removed this card from the deck. Absolutely useless card. Deal lot still. Alright, that's 25. This is still 15. Very easily guarded against. So I think I continue to guard against them. It only requires 115 to guard against it. So I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna continue this strat. I kind of like the strat, not gonna lie. I'm kind of intrigued to hear what the chat has to say after everything's said and done. I used the wrong one. I forgot I added triggers that had an extra effect when I put them on the guard circle. That was a mistake. A bit of a mental lapse. 18,000 power up to 23. 23 can be guarded against with a 15. Alright, I wish I kept this in my hand because it would have been easier to guard against the 30 or even their Vanguard. So again, that was a mental lapse. But again, it's a new card, so I'm gonna be easy. I'm gonna be not so hard on myself. We're gonna let that one slide. Now, this is the one where there's merit to a couple different scenarios. I'm gonna read the Sentinel just to make sure I'm not misremembering. When this unit is placed on a guard, discard a card from your hand. Choose one of your units and it cannot be hit. Oh, wait a second. This is okay. I thought that Sentinels all had the ability that says if you have 2 or less cards in your hand, you don't have to discard. But apparently that's not the case. Apparently it needs to have the verbiage. When this unit is placed on a guard, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until the end of the battle. If your hand has 2 or more cards, choose a card from your hand and discard it. Okay, that was another mental lapse. I should have read my cards more thoroughly, but I literally thought all Sentinels were like that. Uh-oh. So that means I'm gonna drink that in. Thunder Dragon says you can take 1 hit if needed. Keep the grade 3 and hand a Persona Ride. It's fun. I use Magnolia as my starter. I'm really looking forward to this deck. You can take 1 hit, block this with the Sentinel in the case that they hit an overture. Yeah, that was my plan. But then that means that I have to get rid of my grade 3. That means I have to get rid of my grade 3 because 15 is not enough to guard against the 30. Oh wait, they could whiff though. They could whiff and this could just be a crit 1. Okay. That's a good point. That means I'm going to Sentinel this, confirm that, hope they whiff. But I'm pretty sure grade 4 is all grade 4 is drive 3, right? I'm pretty sure they all drive 3. Boost, huge. And they heal down to 4. That's fine. I'm gonna have a big comeback turn. That's great for me. Oh my gosh. That's fine. That's fine. I thought fronts, because I never had them in my deck up until now, I thought fronts made you stand up, but they don't. Alright, we can take this, leave the Sentinel, and leave our grade 3 in the hand. Yes! Oh, I got saved. Now I can Persona Ride. I'm at 5 damage, they're at 4. 2 Sentinels now. Yes! Wait. B. Alright, before I forget, final turn. Music change. Concentration phase. Okay. My prison is down and there's my overtrigger, of course. But it's a good shield. It's a good shield. We're going to remember to activate her effect. We're gonna counter blast that don't really matter, but let's counter blast her grade 4 so it feels like she's doing something. So it feels like she's doing something in the game. We're going to definitely get rid of this one. It's huge. We're gonna get rid of this one. Let's get rid of that one. So that goes 2. Now our prison is at 2. Now we're gonna end the phase. We're gonna attack the Vanguard with this. Getting rid of... It doesn't hit. I forgot that was a possibility. I forgot that was a possibility. Interesting. That makes it not hit. Okay, this card's a little bit less good than I originally thought it was. Just a little bit less good. But they're down to 3 cards in hand. We know them. We know what cards they are. So unfortunately, this is only crit 1. They guard against this. We can drive successfully. There's another grade 3. That one, 2 whiffs. That was horrendous. That was horrendous. Okay, let me read this card again. Okay, we didn't final turn. We final turn unsuccessfully. They can choose one of their imprisoned cards with just 1 soul blast and call it to the rear. They can counter blast if they choose 2 of their imprisoned cards and call them to the rear. So they have the ability to do that. They have the ability to do that, and I don't have much ability to protect myself from the crackback. Okay, yesterday, okay, interesting. Very interesting. I think oh man, I think, hey yo, wait, I missed some chats. Use a 15 block, I think so, no crit. Hey yo, I saw this stream on my front page, thought I would pop in. Hey, thanks so much for popping in. Jacob Sonic Gaming, sorry I was focused, so if I missed your chat for a little while, that is why. I'm playing a new deck to me. I think it's more impactful to attack this unit. Anonymous Eyeball says stream's popping off right now. Is it really? Is it really? It shows 1, 2 concurrents, 9 concurrents on one of them. How many of the grade 4s do I have? I only have 1. Only have 1 in the deck. I know I should probably have 4 of them. I'm assuming so because the grade 4 is so good. However, I only have 1. Because I only pulled 1 and I haven't crafted more. Okay, time to do some thinking. 15 coming at my 13. This protects me. This protects me, but it also imprisons cards. It also imprisons cards. But I have to survive. I'm at damage 5. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. Jeez Louise, I lost. But I could get lucky with the heal trigger. I haven't seen many of them. So I really have no choice. I have to protect myself. That's an easy choice. No brain power. I'm just going to protect myself. Okay, when is a good time to... I just have to keep protecting myself, right? There we go. Confirm. Jeez Louise, Megumi's deck is so good. Some of the card art doesn't speak to me very much, but still a very good mechanically. 23 coming out my 13. Time for a Sentinel. Now, what happened? I'm assuming that if I use a Sentinel without a card in my hand, then it just fizzles, or it doesn't even allow you to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So I might as well discard the other Sentinel, because I have no way of getting another card in my hand. Yeah. So this game's definitely lost because they have 2 attacks and they're going to drive 3 million times. Confirmed. We're going to see. I mean, it is possible. Not probable. I hit 2 heal triggers. Or 1. No guard. Yeah. Okay, whiff. That makes it a little easier. Okay, that's fine. I'm already losing. Okay, that's good for me. Heal, please. I don't ask for much. Sometimes I do. Come on, heal though. Ah. Ah, that hurts. We made a couple mistakes that game. I think the biggest one, honestly, was that little snafu of playing the wrong field at the wrong time. I would have been at 4 instead of 5, and that I could have dealt with. I guess it depends on the style of play. This deck seems somewhat control heavy. Seraph is a form of control deck. I'm still new to Vanguard. I really want to learn the game, but there is so much to keep track of. Jacob, you don't got... Brother, I've streamed this game like at least a dozen times now, and usually when you play a game that many times, you get pretty much all the basics down. But literally, at the start of this stream, I learned something new. Every single time I stream this game, I learned something new. Hey, I have Megumi's deck. I forgot we bought it from the starter deck. We bought the starter deck of Megumi's. We're gonna edit this deck again. Because I could have swore I took out this little idiot. So I'm taking out the... That's probably gonna be like my only draw triggers. Alright, we want more crits in here. So let's apply the filter. And then we're gonna update the Sentinel because screw that Sentinel. Okie dokie. We have one of these. So we're gonna get crafty. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. I mean, we're never gonna boost with it, but I guess it is a possibility that we could do that, right? So maybe I'm gonna click on the view. Maybe there's better to view that we don't have. This is a 15,000. I think that's probably the one that the deck wants. Is this one. So we're gonna add the one that are the lowest rarity. We're gonna click on C, and we're gonna create cards for 240 CP, another one for 120, and another one for, this one pains me. I worked hard for my CP, but now we have better triggers. Okay, we took out... Okay, apparently I crafted too many. That's shame on me. However, we can take out this front trigger, even though this has an extra effect. Let me read this again. If it's 3 or it gets plus 5,000. So it wasn't that big of a deal. We have 4 heal triggers. Maybe I can go down to 3 heal triggers. I think someone once told me to go down to 3 heal triggers once in a blue moon. That means I have 9 crit, 3 fronts, and 3 heals. I think I'd rather have an extra heal than a front. Maybe, but also draw is impactful, especially as we gear up to try to take down Kanji. And now that we're here, though, I'm gonna think about this. Let me think about this. Using a Gurgrand with no cards in hand has no effect. What a trick to getting a lot of crafting dust easily. Buy the promo packs. That's what I did last time. I bought a bunch of promo packs. I didn't get a lot of CP from it though. I only bought about 20 packs because that's all that I had left in terms of VP. Peter Sanctuary Pass. I built a deck that basically auto revives and sacks itself for more damage. That sounds pretty freaking cool. Promo packs are smaller and give rarer cards. Are you running fronts in your deck? If so, have your Vanguard swing first with triple drive. That should force more cards out of your opponent's hand. Interesting. Should I not run fronts? Or should I run fronts? Keep the 20k fronts? Okay, that's good information. Good information. I have 3 of them in the deck currently. We're going to apply the filter for just the fronts to see if I have even better ones. All right, the fronts that I have currently in the deck are 2 of these and 1 of the 20,000s. I'm gonna click on own. I only have 1 of the 20,000s, but I'm sure I can probably craft it for, it's only 80 CP. It's only 80 CP, so maybe let's create these cards. Wait. No, this one doesn't say 20. This one looks like it, but it's not. This one. This one, let's see how much this one will cost. 240 CP. Okay, I think I'm gonna craft it. Because at the end of the day, it is better than the 3 that are currently in it. Or maybe it was 2. Let's start with 2 and add the 2. 1, 2. Take out the buckle my shoes over here. It's supposed to be back to 16 of 16 crits. So now we have 9 crits, 3 fronts, 3 heals, and 1 over. The next thing I want to do is take off this. We're going to try to find if there is... No. Okay. Apply filter of nothing. Then we're going to type in scent. And that pulls up something. We're going to click on own to see if we have them. And it cannot be hit until if your hand has 2 or more cards. Choose a card from your hand and discard it. Okay, this is better. And we have 2 of them. Is this a sentinel? No, it's not a sentinel. Okay, 1, 2. Remove 2 of those. Now let's get to crafting maybe. Before I decide on that, let's see if any one of these are better. Nope. Ooh, I could. Ooh, apparently I can play the Elementaria. Not sure if it's worth it. But let's see how much it costs to craft this. Another 240. Not really down the drain because I feel like Sentinels are definitely worth it. I feel like they're definitely worth it. So we're going to remove the 2 more of these. I'm not going to get got by my silliness any longer. Let me just make sure. Okay, who is this one? Okay. Okie dokie. That's looking a little better. You only need 1 jail card because the grade 1 searches it. Also, you only have 8 crits max. Oh, I can't go to 9? Okay, remove 1 of these. Remove a crit. Let's remove some crits. We got 4 of those. 4 of those, and this is one's my 5th. That one is an archetypal, even though it looks pretty cool, but I'm gonna remove that anyways. That puts my deck total to 48 of 50, and my triggers at 15 of 16. Always keep 4 heals. Okay, some more advice, I appreciate it. So let's add another heal trigger. Let's go to the filters, let's go to the triggers, type in heal, remove the scent from it. Okay, what is the best heal that I have available to me? When this unit is placed on a guard, if your opponent's attacking unit has attacked 2 or more times this turn, this unit gets plus 15. Wowie zowie. Wowie zowie. We're gonna definitely add that. We're gonna add many of those. 4 of those. That puts us at 4 in the deck. Let's just make sure nothing's better. When this unit is put on guard, if your opponent's Vanguard is less than your opponent's Vanguard, you get plus 10,000. And we have the Princess one. And this has to do with crits. I think that one's the best one out of the bunch. So we're going to remove, even though it's a pretty picture, I'm still removing it. So now we have 4 heals, 16 of 16 crits, and 3 fronts. Sentinels have gold boxes around the 0. For you, maybe 8 crit, 4 heals, 3 front, and Brant OT. This should help with power output and drives, but lowers hand. Alright, what OT do we have? This is probably not the Brant OT, I'm assuming. So let's click on the trigger. Let's click on over trigger. Apply filter. Is this the Brant OT? I'm assuming it is. It's the only one that's here. And I have one of them, so let's just add it. There we go. 16 of 16 triggers, but we're gonna read it. Additional effect, double the power and crit of all your front row units until end of turn. Crazy card. Crazy card. But now we have to replace the card we took out, which was the order card, which was Advice of Thunder Dragon, 618. 6318. Add the mirror card, and the mirror card isn't worth it if you're planning on ending on a grade 4. The mirror card. Which one's the mirror card? What is the mirror card? Not sure, but that reminds me. How much does it cost? 1200 CP. Holy guacamole. It's in the 4th pack though. That's a crazy amount of Mune. That is a crazy amount of Mune. I need to craft these, let's not forget about that. That's a more reasonable cost. Create a card. And one more. You could go swap the fronts for draws to help with any hand issues. Wait, don't run 4 effect heals, you only run 2 max? That's the order one that looks like a mirror card that acts as a perfect guard. And the mirror card isn't worth it. Okay, you said it's not worth it. I didn't add it. But now, I'm not supposed to add 4 of these. Opponent's attacking unit has attacked 2 or more times as units. Run 4 effect heals. You only run 2 math. I wonder why. Oh, maybe because it only has 10,000 shield normally? Huh. Well, I'm sure there's a reason I don't understand, so I'm just gonna go with it. And we're gonna filter back with the heal trigger. Add back the Aurora Princess. Feels good to add her back anyways. Elementary is the mirror card. Yeah, element only protects you if you have grade 1-3. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the filters, remove the heal filter, heal filter. Click on own this time. What the hell is this? Probably not important, not impactful. This is a battle princess. Let's read this one. This could be cool. When this unit attacks, counter blast, hull blast 3. Choose up to 3 of your opponent's rear guards and prison them in your prison. Then if 3 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison until end of that battle, this unit gets plus 10,000. If 5 or more are imprisoned, it gets plus 1 crit. Okay, I kind of like the robot better. What does this one say? It's another battle princess. Front row, rear, once a turn. When your opponent's rear guard is placed other than from hand, exhaust that unit. When your opponent's rear guard is placed other than from hand, oh my gosh, that deals with one of the downsides of the deck. Yeah, that deals with the major downside of a deck that we kind of got waxed with last game. Yeah, I like that card. It has a very low shield, not many deck that this early swings multiple times. I see. That's where my brain was going with that, so I'm glad that's where the facts of the matter lay. Okay, I kind of want to add more of this card. I don't really want to take away... Oh man, that's kind of hard though. I don't really want to take away another one of those because it imprisons only opponent. It doesn't intercept. It doesn't intercept while these do. This one has no effect and it's a grade 2. I kind of want to take that out. Another battle princess, let's read it. At the end of the battle, your Vanguard was Seraph and his card name Attack. Counterblast 2, stand this unit. Your opponent chooses a grade 1 or greater card in your prison and puts it into their hand. Yeah, no. Why would we do that? I'm gonna type in prison. Okay, we read that one already. We didn't read this one. It's another grade 3. A lot of these are grade 3s. Counterblast, your opponent chooses a card from the hand, imprisons it. Hand ripping, we don't like to hand rip. We're against it in card games. We don't want it to be in card games, but that's a hell of an effect. That's a hell of an effect. Do you have Aggro Rogue? Maybe. I'll search for you in just a moment. I'm going to read the rest of my princesses. When this unit is placed on a rear, your opponent chooses a card from the drop and imprisons it. Okay. If 2 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit gets plus 5,000, plus 10,000 shield. Does it intercept? It does not intercept. And for the battle this unit attacked, when your opponent would call cards from their hand to guard, they must call 2 or more at the same time. That's interesting, but I don't think it's an auto-include. This unit attacked, your opponent cannot call normal units from hand to the guard and cannot play blitz orders from their hand. Wow, this is starting to feel very control-y. If the number of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison is 5 or less, the unit cannot attack. Okay, that's a big downside. So that means we'd probably want grade 2s to do grade 2 things and filling up our prisons instead of relying on our grade 3s. So maybe our grade 3s are payoff to the work of the grade 2s. Maybe that's the way we should be thinking about this. Aggro Rogue. Here is Aggro Rogue. So we have it. I hate hand rip effects. It's like people using Ash. I dislike them. Aggro Rogue. I remember her being a good one. Let's read it. If 2 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit has plus 5,000, plus 10,000 shield. Okay, and it has intercept too. When this unit is placed in a rear, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's front row rear guards and imprison it into your prison. Alright, this is exactly what I was just talking about. It also has the balloon bowling ball shoulders of our grade 3. We only have one of them though, but it seems like an auto-include, which means I can take out our do-nothing grade 2, which we already took out. So now we're at 50 of 50 again. Maybe I craft that. Let me read this card again. When this unit is placed on a rear, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's rears and imprison it. So this Aggro Rogue is just a better version of this robot. So we probably should craft it, eh? Let's read the rest of our grade 2s. Let's start with this one. Okay, we have that. That's our Vanguard. Let's read this one now. That's good artwork. During your turn, if 2 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit is plus 5,000 attack. Front row automatic ability. When your opponent's cards imprisoned in your prison is placed on a rear, that unit gets... Oh, that helps against Megumi specifically. And I think it's still better than our grade 2 here. But it doesn't imprison itself. Like, it doesn't do prisoning. So that's not an auto-include. We're going to move on from that. When this unit is placed on a guard, if 1 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit by grade 2 or lower at the unit's attack until end of the battle. Okay, once again, this deals with Megumi, but we want to be imprisoning cards with our grade 2s. If 1 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit splits. Boost intercept from the back row, kind of nice, but again, we want to imprison. When this unit is placed on a rear, Soul Charge 1 for each of your opponent's cards imprisoned in your prison. Soul charging doesn't seem like it's very necessary. So far, we haven't been in a position where we're like, oh damn, we need more soul. Play this with Soul Blast 2. Imprison all of your opponent's back row rear guards in your prison. Whoa. That's interesting. And I like order cards. Momo Mochi. That is such a dope name. My dearly beloved cat is named Momo. So I appreciate you being here. We are indeed looking at prison. It's not going to be my forever deck, but I'm enjoying the thought of playing it at least a few more times. Having a look at the guys that are being used as grade 1, grade 2 guys in the right deck. They usually don't have the best effects when used as rear guards. On place, prison are very helpful. The blue-haired grade 3 is very strong. You don't need the pink-haired grade 2 from the right deck in your main deck, nor do you need the blue-haired grade 1. Alright, we can make some room in our deck by taking out the grade 2 and the grade 1 that are in our right deck. So let's find it right here. So let's go 1, 2, 3. And then we're looking for the grade 1 in our right deck. I do actually like this card. When this unit is placed on a Vanguard, okay, that's obviously going to happen. But when it says, when this unit is placed on a rear, if one or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, I can counterblast, soul blast, and draw a card. I kind of like that effect, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of a hefty price for the payoff. Alright, let's continue reading the rest of our princesses. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, Soul Blast 3, and your opponent cannot call with your prison's ability until the end of your opponent's next turn. Interesting. This is making me feel like with our new version of the deck that we're building currently, that it might be worthwhile to have another prison in our deck to soul charge, or cards that do it. Like if you only want one of each, those would be the ones in the ride deck. If they are a part of the ride line, except for a few exceptions, you can usually take them out. Damn, a board wipe. Nice. Hello, hello. Hello, hello to you as well. Detain has heavy downside. When this unit is retired from the rear or guard, your opponent chooses 2 of their cards in prison. Your prison. Oh wow, that is a pretty big downside. All right, let's continue reading. Robot. When your opponent's rear guard is placed by your prison's ability, you may return this unit to your hand. That seems like it sucks the big one. All right, let's move on to this one. We know what this one does because it was our Vanguard. When your opponent's unit is retired from rear or from the guard during your battle, during the battle this unit is attacked, imprison that retired card in your prison. Interesting. Interesting. I hate this card. We took that one out already. But I'm thinking that it might be worthwhile to add a second copy of it. Just for the soul chart, you know what I'm saying? Which one is this again? When this unit is placed on a rear, choose one of your opponent's unit's cards, imprison your prison. You may call it to your opponent's open rear. If you called it, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and imprison your prison. Alright, that was the swapper, which I thought was interesting. God, there's a lot of princess cards. When this unit is placed on a rear, you may choose one of your opponent's cards imprisoned in your prison. And if you do, your opponent puts that card in the bottom of their deck, chooses a grade 0 card from their drop, imprison your prison. This unit gets plus 5,000. Interesting. Interesting. So instead of like I'm literally just thinking about our last battle against Megumi. So instead of being able to call some pretty powerful grade 2s, they would then have to call upon some pretty wimpy grade 0s. Interesting. I kind of like that. That's a new one. I don't think I've read this one. When this unit boosts the Vanguard with Seraphin's card name, your opponent chooses a triggered unit from their drop and imprisons your prison. And then our final card that we're going to be reading out of the group is... Geez, that's a doozy. Let's get to it. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Seraph in his card name, and you do not ride this turn, retire this unit. Search your deck, hand or drop, for up to 1 grade 4 unit card with Seraph in its card name. Write it as, I think that means ready in this game. I think that's the key word. And if you search the deck, shuffle the deck, if you rode the card, your opponent chooses a card from their drop, imprisons your prison, and the cost of the original auto ability of that written unit decreases by counterblast 1 until the end of turn. Okay. We're at 45 of 50 cards. Having 2 of the order will also be good in case they somehow damage 1 out of the deck. Good point. Yeah, I think I like having 2. I think I like it. The grade 1 searches the prison. You're talking about Barrage? Let's look at Barrage again. Let's look at Barrage. Bizarre, oh, I didn't read this one. Bizarre Beast. When if 1 or less of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, I can rest this unit, choose a unit card from your opponent's drop, and imprison in your prison. Okay, so that does imprison cards, which is what we kind of want to do. Where is this Barrage? Here it is, Litra. When your opponent unit is retired from the rear guard during the battle this unit attacked, imprison that retired card in your prison. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, what I'm going to do Because at the moment in my Cardfight Vanguard career, this is a bit over my noggin. So, in addition to the helpful chats that you guys have been giving me, I'm going to go back to the interwebs and I'm going to type in prison Cardfight Vanguard and see what the lovely people out there are running for their grade 2s and things. We're going to click on BG Paradox, and we're not going to put too much thought into it. This one says rank 1 next to it, so we're going to click on the deck icon. We're going to pull it up. Alrighty dighty. We have the ride line the same. We have 3 grade 4s. We have 2 of the ones that I added. Interesting. They only have, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright, this is in Japanese, so let's see if I remember much of my Japanese. I have not been studying, but this is Lyra. They have many Lyras. They have 2 Lyras. So where is my Lyra? Should I just net deck? Are we at that point? I don't want to be a net decker. I want to... Is it No, it can't be Litra. That can't be the translated name. I think it might be Litra. No, it is not Litra. There must be a Lyra. Where is Lyra? Lyra. Ooh, I might not own Lyra. It might be from a newer set. That's something we didn't think about. I've only purchased the 4th set. All right. I am done net decking because that's a good point that I just now thought about, but this is gonna at least give me a little bit of an idea of the ratios. They play 3 grade 4s, 2 grade 3s. They play 6, 7, 10. They play 10 grade 2s. All right, that's giving me an idea of the ratios because I have 6 grade 2s. 9 grade 3s. Wowzer. I only have 1 grade 4. So what if I do this? I doubt I have very much VP left. Probably have almost none. But let's click on this shop. Let's see if we get lucky. Maybe we can buy a pack or 2. We have 4,900 CP. We're looking for this one. How many can we buy? We can buy 16 packs. Let's get lucky. Let's get lucky. If you're looking for a good Brentgate soul charging, Bobalmine is one I've always liked. Litra is useful because it's guarded. Anything that blocks it is in prison. Okay, yeah, I do like Litra as well. So I think I'm gonna add Litra no matter what I pull from this buy. We're buying 16 packs, almost a full booster box. Undoubtedly, we'll get some more CP from this because we bought, I think, 99 packs last stream. Ooh, Princess, that's a good start. That's a new Princess even. If your Vanguard is grade 4, this unit is plus 15,000 shield and it's a grade 1 booster. Blaze Maiden, a Golden Dragon, Wind of the Apocalypse. Alright, that is nothing for us. Next! Ooh, fancy animation. Is that a princess? No, it's not a princess. Is that a princess? No, but that is a princess card. Ooh, that's a good looking card. Play this with Counterblast 2. Choose 2 arms card from your drop. Put it... Arms? There's a Voltron deck in this game? Ooh, I'm excited about learning more about that. Undoubtedly so. We got some Sylvan cards. That's going to be our next deck. That's nice. Knight of Heavenly Omen Grandier. Next. Ooh, we got Diabolo's card. We got no princesses. Got another Diabolos. We got a princess here. I think I liked her, right? I'm having a hard time remembering all these freaking card abilities because, like, I'm on my 6th deck and 6 streams. It's hard to keep track. Alrighty, come on. Give me a grade 4. That's what I really want to. I want to pull a grade. I want to pull my grade 4. Ooh, we got her. But maybe she's not as good as I remember. All right, I'm gonna skip the rest because I didn't pull a grade 4. I skipped a grade 4. Bummer. But I got some CP from my troubles. We got some CP from my troubles. But I don't think I pulled the grade 4. What is this? That looks like a battle princess. Yep, I didn't do it. Son of a biscuit. I think it depends on the type of decks built. Like I'm MTG aggro deck, go burst. So lots of 1 and 2 drops versus control decks that have heavier stuff, usually. Also, if you like using orders, the Sophia deck. Zorga uses orders a lot. I do fancy orders. I've never heard of that deck, so I am looking forward to learning about it. All right, we're gonna go back to the deck edit, and we're gonna fill it with whatever we have available to us. We're not gonna put too much more thought into it, so I can get back to the gameplay, which I'm itching to do so. Okay, what we're going to do is type in princess first and foremost. All right, that's when your opponent's rear guard is placed on other than. I like that card a lot. I just don't think it's really necessary to play that many of them. 4 and 1 seems like an okay mixture. When this unit attacks, Counter Blast 1 and Soul Blast 3. That's not necessary. I think I prefer the robots. Let me read this one a little bit more carefully. When this unit attacks, hits, Counter Blast 1, your opponent chooses a card from their hand and imprison to your prison. Pamper Bean is obviously good, I just don't want to do it. When this unit is placed on the rear, cost Soul Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and imprison it. Honestly, I do like it. I do like that card, but what we're going to do now to make it a little bit easier on myself is do that. Forget about the grade 3s for a second. We're going to find our... Nope, not her. I did not mean to add her. Take her out. Boom. If one or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit gets boost and intercept from the back row. Interesting, but that is not the card I'm looking for. I'm looking for Litra. There's Litra. I think I'm just going to add Litra. I'm going to add one of my fancier ones. My shiny one. Now, which one was the other one that I liked? Placed on a rear, choose one of your opponent's unit cards, imprison your prison. You may call it to your opponent's rear. If you called it, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and imprison your prison. So I can choose what they do, but there's one that says I can choose. Was this one? Grade 0, it was this one. So I probably want to replace some of my grade 1s with it. I have 12 grade 1s, 10 grade 2s. I'm at 49. I kind of like that card, to be honest with you. Is that the one I add? Or do I add this? That Counter Blast, Soul Blast a lot. And it only imprisons the back row, but it does solve the prison problem if I run into a prison problem. If I was running into a guard problem last turn, more than that. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Okay, what do I want to do? I do like order cards. Maybe I try one order card just for the fun of it, you know what I'm saying? Basically, Zorga is Green Nation. It tries to get orders into the grave to use its unique ability, Alchemy Magic, which allows it to use an order from the hand and one from the drop simultaneously. It does sound like a lot of fun. I like graveyard play in Yu-Gi-Oh! My pet deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Was Salamangreat. Blitzstaff Muna is a good draw for draw power. Let's type in Muna. Muna. Oh, interesting. I would have totally missed it because it doesn't have princess in the name. And also, HR Sunny, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you being here and your advice. If your order zone has 3 or more cards, That's not gonna happen. I only have 2 orders. This unit cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects and gets plus 5,000 attack, includes opponent's cards active on your opponent's turn too. But it has an automatic ability that reads, when any player's unit is placed on rear from your order zone, okay, during any player's main phase, Soul Blast 1 and draw a card. Okay, what this makes me want to do is play a 3rd order and then play her, because that I do like that effect a lot. I do like that effect a lot. Oh, that's a good point. I only have 1 of the aggro rogues. Oh, we're going back to Princess. We're gonna type in, actually, it's just gonna be easier to type in aggro. We still only have 1 of them. So we're going to, wait. We're going to add the correct version of it because we don't want to spend crafting points that we don't have to. Then we're gonna craft these because that is probably the best one. Yeah, that's probably the best one to craft. So this is gonna go down to 400. I think it's worthwhile. Craft the card, yes. And it remains at 400. So this is gonna cost me a bunch, but I'm happy with it because it is a pretty good card. That puts us at 52 of 50, and now we can remove these grade 2s. Now we're at 50 of 50. The last thing we could do is we could craft our grade 4 for 1200. We'd want a couple more of these. So it costs 24. It might be discounted to 800 after it though, but I'm only at, that's gonna be that would make the next deck that I build harder to build. Ah, man, okay. I think I'd do it. I think I'd do it because I want to pilot this deck closer to how the deck wants to be. It didn't change. Okay, it's still 1200. I'm going down to 2290. But we can buy some festival cards while we grind the game a little bit. That means I can remove... what did that Jabronson I was looking up, what did that guy say? I think I exited the webpage. Dang it! Did he have 3? Did he have 3 of those? No, I know he had 3 of the grade 4s, but did he remove? Would you guys, let me ask you guys, would you guys remove a grade 3 now? My Vanguard? Because now we're less interested. Ah, shoot a ball. Shoot a ball. I did the same mistake again. I crafted the more expensive copy of it. Son of a biscuit. All right. Whatever. Would you guys remove a grade 3? Mostly looking for auto ability since you have prison on order zone and you soul charge anyways for prison. Also, security upgrader is good since you want grade 4 Seraph out as soon as possible. Hello, have a gorgeous day. Welcome, new Vanguard player. Thank you so much, Green. Thanks for coming by and wishing me well. Yeah, you're very kind. Very kind. Security upgrader. Let's look that up. But if anyone has something to say about if they would take out one of my grade 3 Vanguards from the deck, I'd be all ears. I think this is worthwhile to take one of those out. Should I take... let me read it. From the rear. Okay, that kind of makes up my mind. When you get to the grade 4, the grade 3 aren't as useful in my opinion. For the original version, grade 3 Seraph doesn't do anything after road into grade 4. So you're saying I should take out one of the grade 3s, eh? So it should be 3, 3, and 3 robots, one of these. I feel like that might be alright. That might be alright. But let me get back to what Sony was saying, HR Sony was saying. That was security upgrader. I think that actually might be the card I don't like. If that's like that strange robot looking guy. No, it's not. It's this one. This is the one that had a lot of freaking stuff. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Seraph in this card name, you did not ride this turn, retire this unit, search your deck, hand, or drop for up to one grade 4 unit card with Seraph in its card name. Write it. Alright, this is a grade 1 with 8,000 power, 5,000 shield. With Seraph in its card name, write it as a stand, and if you search the deck, shuffle the deck. If you erode the card, your opponent chooses a card from their drop. Imprison your prison. The cost of the original auto ability of that ridden unit decreases by counterblast 1. Okay. I can see why that is good. For the original version, grade 3, Seraph doesn't do anything. In my opinion, if it was me, I'd just play one grade 3, Blitzstaff, Muna, for its auto draw effect. Alright, we're going back. We're doing a lot of bouncing here. Oh, that was what it was. We have this Gug. HR Sony also suggested Blitzstaff Muna for its auto draw effect. If you have this guy, then you should just play one grade 3 for the ride line. If you have this guy, okay. So I can decrease that to, I think, okay. But okay. You're way more seasoned than me. I'm just gonna trust you. And since multiple people are saying Blitzstaff Muna, maybe I add Blitzstaff Muna and then add more of my orders. Maybe that's what I do. If your order zone has 3 or more cards, this unit cannot be chosen by your opponent's effect. 1 grade 3, 4 security upgrades, a couple of Munas, I think. Alright. But if I add Muna, I have to add more orders. I would suggest reducing grade 3 Seraph to 1 and add Aquas. She's really good. Aqua. God damn it, it's a new card. But I have it at least. Alright. When this unit is placed on a rear, your opponent chooses the card from their drop and imprisons your prison. If 2 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit gets plus 5,000, plus 10,000 shield. And for the battle, this unit attacks when your opponent would call cards from their hand to the guard. They must call 2 or more at the same time. The order effect and the draw effect on Muna are separate. No, you don't. The order effect. Okay. Let's add a fancy one. So we added the fancy one. We can remove one of our robots. I still like the robot. I want to keep the robot for as long as possible. But that means I'm going to go back to Muna. We'll try to comprehend what it's saying again. If your order zone is 3, okay, so that's separate. So you're saying that's not really why we do this. When any player's unit is placed on a rear from the order zone, okay, so that's why we do it. We can Soul Blast 1. Okay, let's add the Muna. Let's add 2 Muna. That puts us at 50-50. And then, that's it. We added the Aqua. We added the Muna. I think Lifeful Royar is in this game. Yeah, I don't know. But I can type in Lifeful. Well, if that's how you spell it, then it's not. However, I want to just... I'm going to try this out. We're going to try it out. The deck... The chat has helped me create. Sorry, pardon me while I review a text message, and I'll get right back with you. Alright, let's see if we can beat Megumi now. Yes. Alright, we're down to only having 100 VP in our pockets. 2,000 CP. Now let's see if it's all worth it. This looks decent, I guess. I hope it looks at least decent. I spent at least a half an hour with it. Do you run draw triggers? Drawing in prison is important to get all your pieces. Actually, I took out all the draw triggers. I did have draw triggers. I took out draw triggers, and now what I'm just now realizing is that I need to update my skill. Yep, I have to update my skill because I think my skill is still a D skill. Draw is a draw skill. Okay, let's send away a card. I'm going first. All the cards in my hand are good, and all the cards that are there that are like new, so I kind of want to use all of them. So we're gonna just assume we're gonna take damage, get my second order into my hand. So we're gonna be soul charging. Oh wait, cancel. Yeah, I don't need to play this. It just gives them something to attack, so it's fine to rest my Vanguard, methinks. That's what I think, anyways. And now we're gonna soul charge. I soul charged one of my grade 4s. We soul charged a crits and a heal. We have a front in our drop. Alrighty, end the main phase. We can call this next turn, we can call this next turn. We can start doing the aggro rub, which I think is like the card everyone was most excited for. We're gonna say no guard, take the attack. A draw trigger, putting them at 7. In this economy, it seems crazy, but they didn't call anything. That tells me a lot about their information. It tells me a lot of information about their hand. Alrighty. We're gonna send away. We have Muna. I think it's safe to send away our second order. We don't need it. We only have 2 in the deck, right? So Muna's secondary effect isn't gonna activate. We now have something in our prison. I'm gonna read Muna again. When any player's unit is placed in the rear from your order zone during any player's main phase, Soul Blast 1, draw a card. Okay, so this unit gets plus 5,000. When this unit is placed on a rear, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's front row rear guards. So this is like nothing. But what I can do is I can call, I'm gonna call this here. I'm gonna call Muna over here. This isn't gonna get its, 3 imprisonment effect, and it usually won't this early on in the game. So I'm just gonna be okay with that. Then we're going to end the main phase. But what we can do is we're going to be able to imprison things with this, and by that time it's going to be boosted by either Muna or the other one. Yeah, I kind of like that. Because I can play this, so both of my grade 3, my grade 3 and my grade 2 will both be boosted. I'm okay with that. I like that. End the phase. Let me make sure that these don't have like an attack effect. No, it does not. But let's attack with this one first. No guard. Alright, now they have things to pay for this, which means that I will be able to use Muna's effect if they counterblast get something, because they do have something in the prison. A heal trigger. Wow. Okay, we've seen 2 heal triggers now. That's very nice, actually, and that means we're guaranteed to attack with our 3rd unit now, Muna. Crowd favorite, Muna. No trigger, that means that late game when it's more impactful, they're gonna see more of them. It's not great for me, but we're fine with it. And they're gonna guard against this. They don't want to go to damage 3, which maybe I should be taking that to heart. Maybe I shouldn't be okay with going to 3. The grade 2 is here. I'm assuming they're gonna play a ton of grade 2s. 10,000 coming at my 10,000. We're gonna say no guard, and then catch back on the chat while this goes through. Wowzer. Wowzer. I'm getting pretty damn lucky this game. You should mull the prison as well. I should mulligan the prison? Muna goes away. I'm not gonna guard against that, I don't think. Which is a shame. It is a shame, but I'm not gonna guard against it, I don't think. Discard one prison because you always search the second. I don't know why you would run two prisons. Yeah, one prison is enough. You can rest the Vanguard here because you can't attack anyways. You only need one prison because it's either in your hand or you search it. Well, I was running two because I was running two for the soul charge, but you guys seem to think that you're never gonna run out of soul charge. So obviously, two prison is wrong. You say call the horse girl. We're going to our Vanguard now. We're going to send away this card. Overtrigger makes Vanguard unattackable. Interesting. Interesting. That's like one of the only times when Overtrigger has actually happened that actually impacted the game. The fact that I'm on turn 5 with 0 damage is a great sign. My prison's at 1, but your turn. If one or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this means it's plus 10,000. I can counter blast. I can't counter blast. That was kind of a bad over trigger. That's crazy. But maybe I can get myself to 3 other ways. Let's read my cards again. If this attacks goes through, that's a good way to do it. Okay, let's read this one first again. If 2 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit gets plus 5,000, plus 10,000. When this unit is placed on a rear, Soul Blast 1. Choose one of your opponent's front row rear guards. Okay, our prison is going to go to 2. Automatically. From this effect. We're going to Soul Blast the trigger, I suppose. Confirm. And I'm going to read her cards. When your other units in the same column as the unit attacks, Soul Blast 1, and this unit gets plus 10,000 versus this unit attacks, Counter Blast 1. Choose one of your other rear guards and it gets this unit's attack until the end of turn. Well, I kind of want them to Counter Blast. So Soul Blasting, whatever. Counter Blast, I mean, they both do. Okay, Counter Blast is more of a finite resource. So I'm gonna imprison that one. So now she's up to 15, so now I can definitely see why Aggro is good. I can call that. We're going to end the phase. We're going to attack rear, Vanguard rear. And this is going to be our last attack. So we're going to hope for a successful drive so we can make this like less guardable. Let's attack there. Do you see that? Her rear kind of like switch to 5. A draw trigger. She's up to 7 cards in hand. No matter. I kind of think there's merit to attacking Megumi's rears. I honestly really think that. So even if, I was going to say before that happened, even if I whiff here, it's not really that big of a deal in my mind, because I really think there is good merit to attacking her rears. But then again, she has 7 cards in hand. So it's really, it doesn't make that big of a difference. Well, it does put her 1 down, you know what I'm saying? That's the way I think about it. Alright, we're undoubtedly going to have something to counter blast after this turn. But here is her Vanguard. Opponents revealed this card. Okay, thanks for revealing it. She has a 15,000, 5 plus 5,000. He has one of those fancy triggers as well. $17,000's coming at me. Take the attack, yep. Okay, one prison order is enough. Wait, I missed some more things. Over triggers make Vanguard untactable. You shouldn't put over on your Vanguard there. You need some CB. I'm back. How well is Yubei doing so far? We made a lot of changes to the deck, my friend. But this is our second game. We lost our first game against Megumi. This is our second game, so not much has happened except we did really change the deck. With the help from the chat. Very much help. From a lot of help from the chat. Try to always call the horse girl. Who is the horse girl? Is Agra Rogue the horse girl? Where the hell is the horse girl? Did I send the horse girl away? Let me look at my drop. Tests for my drop. Horse girl. Horse girl. Is horse girl the name? What the hell am I missing? Her? No. Her? No. I'm sorry, I'm being stupid, but what is the horse girl? One prison order is enough. I got that. You don't need a soul charge too much. Okay, that's good information. You guys don't think it's necessary to... We're never going to be in a position to need to soul charge. We have enough soul just with one order. Great information. Seraph is pretty much never going to run out of soul charge. Fantastic. Gabreg guard restricts. Try to remove it when possible. Gabreg guard restricts. Alright, I'm trying to use my brain here. Is this Gabreg? Where's Gabreg? I know I've seen that card name before. Where the hell is Gabreg? Is it in my soul? It's like you're speaking a different language right now. Gabreg, what the? I am so confused. I would Soul Blast the G4 Seraph, so if you get Security Upgrader, you can get the one in the drop instead of hand. Okay, Security Upgrader. I didn't add that, but that is good to know. I need to look at that again. Alright, we're going to go to our grade 4 now, which is the name of the game. We're doing our effects, because now we literally only took 1 damage that turn. Crazy. Crazy. Soul Blast that, I suppose. That is crazy. I wasn't even paying attention. But I guess the 13,000 was too much for her to get over. Now my stuff is huge. Okay, we have another one of those robots in our hand. We have a grade 2 robot that says when this unit is placed on a rear, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards imprisoned in your prison. It has intercept. If 2 or more has it... I think I want to play this on the rear anyways. Yeah, I think I want to call that. I'm going to call that here. I'm gonna Soul Blast 1. We're gonna Soul Blast grade 4 in accordance to your advice. Place in your prison. We're going to place... Which one's more impactful? They're at 4 damage. This Soul Blast gets plus 10,000. This one, when this unit is placed in your back row, you may have it. Okay, this one gets placed. So if she does the whole prison thing, that's not very good, so we're gonna actually imprison that one. Our soul is at, our prison is at 7 now. Creaking World, a Sentinel, the grade 3, and we have her. Bruce Green. Now I'm gonna read this card again. During your turn, all of your front row uses plus 5,000 for every 2 of your opponent's cards imprisoned in your prison. If 10 or more cards are in prison, all of your front row gets plus 1. Okay, I'm at 7. Can this do anything? When this unit is placed on a rear, if 2 or more of your opponents... So, I can get to 9. I can't get to... Oh, I can't get to 10. I could replace Abra Rogue with this grade 3. If both get through, I could get to 10. But I think I'm going to leave it for next turn in case this isn't... in case this isn't the end of the round. Yeah. I think there's merit to playing over her. Attacking with both of them first before the Vanguard. But actually, now I'm thinking about it, I'd still be in the same spot because only one attack my Vanguard would have more than one crit. So yeah, there actually is no merit to that. I'm glad I thought about that for more than half a second. We're going to attack with our weakest one. Actually, that one imprisons. Cancel. We're going to attack with this one first and hope for a successful drive. Yeah, I like that way better. But now I'm seeing why you guys like Muna so much. Because in this exact state of game, Muna would be great. It would be fantastic. Alright, they're playing a Sentinel. They're going down to 2 cards in hand. Drive check 1, a whiff. Drive check 2, whiff. Drive check 3, a whiff. But we stacked up our hand. A lot of weak shields though. Not the best shield. Doesn't really impact next turn too much. Now we're going to attack with this because the effect says if it hits a Vanguard. Okay, clearly you guys did most of the work, but we improved the deck obviously. We went from losing to Megumi to winning pretty freaking handily. We won as handily against Megumi here as we did against Mika last stream. Interesting. All right, let's pick up where we left off. I would like to ask, is this Dear Days 1 or 2? This is Dear Days 1. This is Dear Days 1. We got another Sylvan card. All right, Megumi's deck is definitely calling my name. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Thunder Dragon said what I said. Rewriting G4 Seraph is important to get her abilities off. You can tell it's Dear Day 1 by the cut in animations. Go for grade 4. Mona. Horse Girl is Muna. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's what you're saying. Always call Muna to the back row. Let's go. I'm thinking of getting this game for my birthday next month. Vanguard is a simple, fun card game. It's just so expensive. It is pretty expensive. Hey, Noah Beaver. What's up, my friend? That's a new name. I appreciate you coming by and expressing your desire to get into the game because coming from someone new into the game, I don't regret it in the slightest. I'm having a great time. I think it's a very well-designed game so far. And I hope that remains the case as we finish Dear Days 1 soon and we move on to Dear Days 2. The tiger on your opponent's board is Gabrek. Muna is the horse girl in your drop. So the grade 4 requires you to Soul Blast Seraphs, so keep those in Soul for that cost. Okay, got you. That is great advice. So Muna to the back row, Seraph, don't Soul Blast. Your hand is small and the red hair girl is a 10k intercept. Also, you don't have the Dairy Violet, it seems. Okay, now that we played that game, I can definitely see why you guys all like Muna. And I think you guys all agreed that Muna is basically a 4-of. And I think I might be agreeing with you because like our hand was getting small, even though we won that game pretty handily. Dairy Violet, I don't know what that is, but let's look up Violets. I have one Dairy Violet. When this unit is put on guard, if one or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit by a grade 2 or lower attacks until the end of the turn. Huh, so I could just simply and easily, since Green likes this card, I can literally just, because everybody was cutting on me for having 2 of my orders in my deck, we can add 1, replace the order with that. Then we can add some more Munas by taking out, I don't even know, the grade 1, so we might want to take out a grade 1. This I haven't seen in a single game. Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and imprison it. I like that card, honestly. Then if 3 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, draw a card. I like this card. I don't really want to take it out. Honestly, I wouldn't mind having more of this card in the deck. this is a great. When your opponent unit is retired from the rear, I can see why that would be good as well. This now, I mean, that obviously worked, but it's starting to feel a little bit less impactful. Maybe I remove one of these. And then when this unit is placed on rear, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards. I'm going to remove, I think, one of these and add 2 more Munas. I think that is what you guys would have me do. 3 copies is fine, actually. Darius Perfect Guard against grade 2 or lowest is basically Perfect Guard at home. That's a great way of thinking about it. I only have one of them, though. I do only have one of them. So you said 3 Munas is fine. So maybe what we could do is Violet. We're gonna hit view, add a second Violet, and then see what it would cost to craft it. It costs 400. We've gone so far now, so we did take out a grade 2 to do it. So now this is our new 50 cards. I'm liking it. Obviously, there was already huge improvement game over game. And I think we might have just improved it even more. We're gonna hit B, finish. And I'm gonna see what the text says. Okay. Okay. Capture Cherino. Possible upgrades for your deck are Cup Spring and Accuse Macarite. Well, actually, what I think I'm going to do before I think about any more upgrades, because my brain is fried learning all these cards, is... I think I'm going to challenge Kanji. And see what we do against Kanji. This is going to be a big test, because Kanji is definitely the hardest foe we've faced so far. And we've seen this cut story many times, so we've fought Kanji many times. But it's going to be a big test for the old prison deck. I'm really hoping that this isn't the end of the story mode, because I'm not done learning Dear Days 1. I'm not done. I don't want to stop streaming Dear Days. But if this is the last game of the story mode, that means I'm going to have to take a break from streaming Vanguard, catch back. I'm gonna have to catch up on the show behind me. Grade 2, grade 1. We don't need 2 grade 2s. Maybe we do. I don't know. I've always just sent back the triggers, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna continue doing that so my brain don't hurt. Plus, it allows me to discard this card for cost. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna confirm that. I'm going first. Right! Skill Hatsuto! I'm getting my order card. So you guys, I think, are 100% right that we don't need the 2 orders. And because... I don't think it's even worthwhile to call card. So we're just going to play the order, rest my Vanguard. Because Kanji has the ability to retire units. So why give him the opportunity to retire? Retire 2 of some critical cards in my whole strategy. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, the newest version of Seraph don't even run the Robo anymore? Really? I can see it. I feel like the Robo is good, but it's like situational, and if you have your engine online, it's like less impactful. That's the way it kind of feels to me anyways. Alright. Next turn we can play some grade 2s. No guard. Take the attack. Alright, this is already going off. D skill. Crit trigger makes the rest of the attacks harder. We love to see that for me. Don't love seeing a crit on his turn though. I think I'm not going to... Yeah, I'm not going to guard against that. Why would I? He's losing the fight. He's going to have to trigger like a boss. And of course, he is a boss. He is Kanji, the CEO. Why would he not do that? But at least it's only 2 damage in 1 turn. We can definitely take 2 damage in 1 turn. We get one of my grade 1s into the drop, to my damage drop. I shouldn't have called it a drop, because the drop is actually called the graveyard, but, you know, I'm still learning the nomenclature of the game. We're going to send away... When your opponent rear guard is placed other than from hand, retire that unit. I mean, not retire, but rest that unit. That's not very impactful against Kanji's deck. Kanji's deck just freaking stands a million freaking times. Let's send that grade 3 away. Hand rip. I don't mind hand ripping Kanji. We've lost to Kanji too many times. Kanji's kind of a D-bag. Not gonna lie about that. Alright, let's read the cards again because we added some more new cards. When this unit is put on the guard, if 1 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your units. And it cannot be hit by grade 2. So this is the perfect guard at home. He has no grade 2s yet, but he most certainly may. I'm going to play Aggro Rogue first, because that's the obvious choice. We're gonna Soul Blast the Robot Crit. So now my soul is 4. We're gonna read the cards. When this unit is placed on a rear, soul charge 1. When your card is put into your soul by soul charge. If your Vanguard is rated 3 or greater, this unit is plus 5,000. This one says when this unit is placed on a rear, soul charge 1 and draw a card. But it would require Soul Blast 3. He ain't doing that, but he might do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna imprison our second card. Alright. If you have a Vanguard with Seraph in this card name, this unit gets plus 5,000. When this unit is placed on a rear from hand, if 3 or more cards of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same card name as this unit, call it to rear and shuffle your deck. Or we could not. Because again, Kanji does dastardly things and retires our shite. So what if we do this instead? No, this is our freaking perfect guard at home. Oh, this is a tough choice, isn't it? This gets us some boosts. This protects us from a grade 2, which is coming from a Soul Blast. This is going to be played to the rear. Is attacking for damage more impactful? Because attacking for damage against Kanji allows him to have things to counter blast with. Okay, you guys might disagree with me, and I'm not going to read the chat until after I've decided to do this. But I'm not going to call her. I'm going to call Muna, though. I'm going to call Muna... maybe there? Well, it can't, so I'm going to read this one again. If 1 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison with plus 2,000, when this unit is placed on a Vanguard, your opponent card... Okay. Does anything boost my Vanguard? I don't think so, right? No, draw a card and... draw a card. No. Okay, so it's fine to boost my Vanguard. I'm going to boost my Vanguard with Muna. Maybe I should have boosted her. I think actually it would have been better to boost her. And then we're going to go to our battle phase. We're going to attack with our Vanguard first. The reason why I wasn't so sold on playing Muna, oh my god. Not the best of times to have got hit with the OT. We much would rather have But it's crits, so now we're doing more damage than we anticipated, and he's gonna have to perfect guard against this crit. So maybe actually the OT is better than I thought it was in that aspect. He's drawn a card, his hand's going to 6. He must have a perfect guard. Now, I'm assuming he's going to play the perfect guard. No, he's not. Probably because he knows that his Vanguard needs the counterblast. His soul is only at 3 and he got rid of an order card. He's healing now. Of course he healed because he's in Kanji. Kanji so far is like the only character I have not enjoyed playing against. Team Blackout seems to have been programmed to have high crit rates, but this guy seems just on a different freaking level. Does this say... Ooh, there we go. Muna's ability. Muna's ability is doing what you guys said. We're gonna Soul Blast Dairy Violet. I'm gonna draw a card. Okay, forgive me guys for doubting you. I was really doubting you with Muna. There goes our Agra Road, which isn't the best for us. But we have Violet and we have a great... I'm gonna say no guard, honestly. I think the no guard is correct. I think no guard is okay there. 18,000 and then no guard again, methinks. There's 4 other stories, by the way. Okay, that's awesome to hear. Thanks for telling me. Now I'm excited again. Maybe this is the final battle of this one. There's 4 more. I'm just hoping that the 4 more that you speak of don't have to deal with the story mode of the show. Because that's what I'm trying not to get spoiled by. Alright, we're going to say no guard again because that's just crit 1. Surprised you're not using the X2 BP booster to help get more cards. A crit trigger on our freaking final attack of the round. VP booster to help get more cards. Surprised you're not using the ×2 V. How do I do that, Sonny? Sonny, how do I do that? I didn't know that was a thing. Play Moon in the back row. Okay, I played Moon in the back row. Imprison Brainwash. Brainwash is really good in every dark stage deck. Okay, Imprison Brainwash. All right, here we go. Our Vanguard is here, so we no longer have anything to fear. Let's get rid of this one. Okay, we need to imprison Brainwash. Where is this one? That's the one I imprisoned. Okay, I made the right choice again. I'm playing okay so far. Derry is intercept. Put Muna in the back row. Derry can guard from the front row. Okay, that's where I messed up. I could have attacked with Derry last turn because that's intercept. Great point. Thanks for pointing that out. That would have taken me a little while to think about that and figure that out. Skill thing is one of your D skills. All right, I gotta add that to my D skill. Great information. All right, we can call Derry now, but before we do that, let's activate our ability. Let's counterblast our crit. Confirm. Skill, let's go! Get rid of the Brainwasher, and then get rid of this one. I'm okay with that. So now our prison's at 3. Now we can call upon our grade 1 here. Activate the effects. I'm liking this. Our soul is still at 4, mind you. Call. We're gonna call that here. Huge. Absolutely massive. Now we're gonna call Derry there. And then we're gonna read this real quick. Wait, no. We're gonna read this. I meant to hit C, not W. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Put this unit into your soul. Choose one of your units to get a plus 2,000. Nope, that's dog shite. But the 15,000 guard isn't. So we're going to attack with Derry first. Conmular to the Derry apparently because he got damaged and he didn't trigger. There goes another one of his grade 2s. Now we're going to be attacking with our Vanguard now. We're going to be driving 5 bajillion times. Unfortunately, it's only crit 1. He uses 2 of his 6 cards in hand to guard. Alright, a grade 2. Another aggro rogue comes to my hand. That's not bad. 2 aggro rogues. That's pretty bad. 3? Okay, at least it's a booster. Those are pretty bad drives. Not gonna lie. Pretty bad drives. Alright, he's still at 4 damage. He's at 4 damage. Let's push for a little bit more damage. I think it's more impactful to attack his Vanguard than it is to attack this. But he does have 4 cards in hand. Oh, I don't know. He does have 4 cards in hand, so I am at 4 damage. Interesting. Very interesting. Normally, I would just attack his Vanguard. But because of his Vanguard doing his little Vanguard crappy things, no, you win by doing damage. And I have a Sentinel in my hand. I think I'm okay. Then he got rid of a crit. That would have been extreme. Oh, I guess he would have drawn it. But that's 1 less 15,000 shield to contend with. And now we're in range of lethal every turn going forward. Shield thing. Use the Gleamers as fodder for its destroy ability. Oh, great point. Swing at Vanguard. Okay, you agree with what I decided. But that was surprisingly... kind of a surprisingly hard choice. Okay. Fodder? Which was what I was planning on, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Candle's back. What's up, Candle? Nice of you to come back. And I think we're going to beat Kanji with our new deck. And Candle, you missed it, but the chat has helped me improve upon this starter deck, which is the prison deck, which I've been talking about for a little while. Alright, we're going to Soul Blast Aggro Rogue here. Draw a card, put in our hand total at 7. He's going to call another one. 18,000 coming at my 13,000. Let me read his just freaking essay of an effect. At the beginning of your main phase, your opponent chooses one of their rear guards. Okay, we know that. When your opponent's rear guard is retired during your turn, put a card from your hand into your soul and draw a card. Once a turn at the end of the battle, this unit attacks. If the sum of the grades of Dark State cards in your soul is 13 or more, Counterblast 2, stand this unit, and it gets drive -1 until end of turn. So now we're going to be looking to see if he has unlucky number 13. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. He does. He does have it. Let's look at my hand again. We have a Sentinel, a 15,000. We have this. This is a grade 2. Okay, let me think about this. This is a grade 2. We have 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. We have a 10,000, but this has an extra effect, does it not? When this unit is placed on guard of your opponent attacking unit has 2 or more times this thing. This unit gets plus 15,000 until the end of battle. Okay, when this unit is placed on guard, if your opponent's attacking unit has attacked 2 or more times this turn, okay, this gets 25,000 when he attacks twice with his Vanguard. So we have some built-in protections there. I'm thinking that I'm okay with intercepting that since I have 2 aggro rogues here. I think I'm okay with doing that. I'm also okay with taking the damage. I mean, he's gonna attack with this one, right? 20. Okay, no guard. Take the attack. Yeah, I'm gonna take the attack because I'm on damage check. Put me at 5. I'm okay with going at 5. I think that's the correct answer. I think that was the correct answer. Because now this is even bigger, and so I can intercept with this for the third attack. 13 coming at my 13. I'm gonna spend 15 to guard against this. Low key want to use a Sentinel. In fact, I think I'm going to use Sentinel. Confirm. I'm going to use Sentinel because I don't want to get hit by a kanji level trigger. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to play her here and then her here next turn, so we only need one of them. Confirm. Okay, that was a whiff. Apparently kanji is not as good at triggering as I remember him being, but he did. But he did after all. And now he's going back to 4 damage, which is very annoying. Which is very annoying. So the Sentinel was not needed after all. But now he gets to attack again. He does have to counterblast for it though. We're going to guard with her. Just making sure when this unit is placed on guard, if your opponent's attacking unit has attacked 2 or more times this turn. I'm assuming the second attack counts as 2 or more times. I'm assuming. And if not, I'll live with the consequences. V confirm. Okay. It does. Okay, it does. Confirm. I'm going to be very interested to hear what you guys have to say about my decision to perfect guard when I did. I'm going to be very interested. And now that this is the grade 2, I can intercept with Violet Right, and just make sure when this unit is put on a G, if one or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit by a grade 2 or lower attack until the end of battle. So, confirm. There's one in my prison, automatic effect. We're going to Soul Blast my grade 0. And then that should be enough. It's a perfect guard. The animation's there. Okay, I'm feeling pretty decent about that turn. The only thing I don't feel decent about is the fact that his stupid 2 attacking Vanguard makes his hand freaking massive. But what does feel good is the fact we're about to go to grade 4. Should I declare final turn? He has 7 cards in hand. He's probably going to be able to guard against all my attacks, so I don't think this is the final turn. But we can do this. We can counter blast. And we can soul blast. My prison is at 7. It's freaking huge. His hand is down to 5 now. I think it's too late to final turn, but I still don't think it is going to be the final turn. Okay. We're going to start by calling my grade 1 here. We're going to automatic effect huge little grade 1. No valid targets, unfortunately. Confirmed. Then we're going to play Aggro Rogue here. I can imprison one of Kanji's thingamajigs by soul blasting again. My soul is running low, mind you. That's something to be mindful of. They only have 2 targets, so now their field is at 1. They have 2 counter blasting things, but I'm going to be doing damage this turn, mind you. I have 2 shields in my hand. Okay, let's just make sure I'm not missing any thingy-majigs. So, we're going to W end the phase. We're going to attack with Aggro Rogue first. 5 cards in hand, Kanji has. No guard. Wow. Whip. Grade 3 goes to damage. Vanguard attack time. If I don't win this turn, I'm probably going to lose unless my freaking drives are cracked. That sets me up okay for next turn. That's great. That's great. Okay, that one sucks. That one sucks, the big one, but it is Sentinel fodder. No guard again? Guys, with your help in today's stream, we have crafted a deck, successfully so, that has beat Kanji Meguro, the kidnapper. Oh my god, well, alleged kidnapper. I missed some chats. Let's catch back up on the chats before we progress. That was the final, I missed the final turn trigger, but it is what it is. If you can get 10 prisons, Grade 4 gives a critical to the front row, so it would be swinging with 2 crits. You can use Derry on the left side. The red hair is 10k. I think Rogue's buff's online. The other one is bigger, Sentinel. This one probably. Okay, I think if my timing is correct, Thunder Dragon agrees with the timing of which I chose to do my Sentinel. If so, that's a big win for me. Don't have dry check, but should be careful. Better safe than sorry. Green Waz says the same thing. Sweet. I think so too. Give it a shot. The first Kanji fight was scripted and this one isn't, so he's not going to have the same luck. One of the other storyline follows the main character's little sibling. So if you're worried about story spoilers, use that one. And great information. Then he says, which season of the anime is he on? I'm on episode 3 of season 1. I have not watched many of it. Not watched many of it, unfortunately, Sonny. I don't know, this is my first time seeing him live, and I appreciate you so much for hanging out with me, Thunder Dragon. The robot will increase soul with this effect. We'd rather keep it in the hand to survive. Yeah, says Thunder Dragon. Green Waz says Seraph is insanely huge. I like Seraph. I do like Seraph. Fox says, good job, thank you so much. If he finished Overdraft is on Will Push Draft, then he should be good on spoilers. No, I'm not even close, Sonny. Not even close. From what behind him, I think he is in the Delta. So this is what you're witnessing is further ahead than what I am in real life. Funny enough. So how long are you banning me on YouTube, by the way? Zakun, I'm assuming that means you're that? And I clicked a button to mute you. I don't really know how to unmute you. But I'll figure it out if you agree to chill. If you agree to chill, because you were kind of harsh on my vibe last time, Zakun. Oh, I see. Zakun says, yep. All right. If you agree to not harsh my butt, because Zach, I am taking this game, I'm ingesting this beautiful game slowly. I'm not looking up how-to videos, combo guides, things of that nature. But, so there's gonna be mistakes. There's gonna be mistakes that we make along the way. I don't care about critiques. However, in the manner of which you were doing so was not friendly, and it was being noticed by the chat, and it was uncomfortable for the chat, and that is why I made that decision. Not because you hurt my feelings, but because it was getting the attention of the other chat members, and I want everyone to feel welcome and like it was a fun environment, Zakun. So that is why. But I appreciate you coming back and hanging out with me. You know what I'm saying? A bit funny. Tamari is the only one that still keep her grade 4. Hey, Green, don't tell me that. That's a little spoiler, but it's still a spoiler. I'm really looking forward to the show. All right, continuing with the story mode. Kanji says nothing because he got beat by my prison deck. I lost? Impossible. I haven't looked. It can't be. So, this isn't happening. I didn't lose. I always win. Not anymore, says Gosetsu. It is Gosetsu. You lost, Kanji, because you suck. Kanji, I'm sorry. I was afraid. You kept drifting further and further away from me. I thought that maybe we'd never be able to fight again. I'm still waiting for you, okay? So if you feel like it, why don't we fight again? Are we gonna be playing as Gosetsu right now? Because if so, he's kind of being like portrayed as Grandpa Moto, and that seems pretty cool. You must have felt so lonely, Kanji-san. That's what your Vanguard showed me. You know, I was the same way too once. I admit, winning might be something incredible. Huh? You want me to show them your plants? If you bring me one, I can show them. You guys want to see the plants my girlfriend just brought home? But it also means never having anyone to compete against. Someone to compete against? Isn't it lonely never having anyone you want to beat? You would have had that someone if only I didn't run. It's too late for that now. It's not too late. Vanguard is always there, waiting for you. As long as, by the way this music is happening, it's telling me that this might be the end of the first story, which is kind of sad. As long as it's what you want, what you wish for, you can always fight. Tell me I'm wrong. You, this new world you showed, it's not half bad. Kanji. I suppose fights were something great all along. How can you go from having such a hardened heart to just a happy-go-lucky guy that quickly? A few days later. Every time I see the blue and yellow, I think to myself, wow, what a good color combo. Green was. Yeah, and then when I said I was overdoing it, you even apologized, then he got muted. Then you said my first time being here, you were acting like my vibe. Oh, thanks. Thank you. You want to show him the plants? Zach! I appreciate it. I didn't see your apology, but I will definitely look into unmuting you on YouTube. However, Twitch is cool too. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is the first one she brought home. And I can switch to the base cam. You guys like that one? That one actually is pretty cool. It looks like a tiger. Not bad. That one. I don't like this one nearly as much, but it's kind of cool. Look at that one. Nice. Thanks. Greenwald says, okay, not you, Greenwald. The problem with Wilbur Stress is it has less focus on the card game itself. I just skipped to season 3 just so I can get card fights. Really? I, so far, granted, only at episode 3, I actually like how grown up it is, and it's not like Cardfight Vanguard is there and it's like a trope, but I liked how not every episode is just one fight, you know what I'm saying? Because like in the Yu-Gi-Oh show, when that happens, it gets to be a little bit boring on my behalf. I'm getting so nervous. What for? Gosetsu-san. Yeah, I'm totally fine. Gosetsu-san, come on, relax. Yeah, sure. What's happening? There's a lot of nothing going on. Ah, looks like he's here. Who's here? Kanji? It's Kanji, slumming it. Imagine you see a guy wearing nothing under his lapel, walking into your card shop. You'd have to think something's going on. A bunch of dots. A bunch more dots. Kanji-san, why are you being sad? You just saw he was a nice guy again. Hey, Kanji, what took you so long? This is where the legend of Masaru Kita begins. I'm going to overcome myself and finally not lose. This is where my dream of going pro starts. I'm going to spread my Vanguard around the world. I'm not holding back, Kanji. You took the words right out of my mouth. Hey, Kanji, I waited a long time for this. So have I. Oh, Nei-chan, I'm beating you this time, sis. Does it really matter either way? Just as long as you have Vanguard. You're right. Let's go, everyone. Stand up. That has to be the cut land scene. Everyone, Vanguard! Wow. Wow. I didn't expect that this was gonna be the end of the story mode. I did not expect it. when I started streaming today, I did not expect it. I expected to play some Prison and have a good time. I didn't expect it then. This is kind of sad, to be honest with you. It's funny and kind of sucks that Bavernil don't have a proper ride line until recently, yet Kanji still have the title of the undefeated in the... That's how good he was, Green. What kind of plants were those? Let me ask. What kind of plants were those? Alright, for my last action of today's stream, while the credits roll, I'm gonna go grab the plants again and tell you what kind of plants they were. So it doesn't tell me exactly what they were, but they said star aloe and succulent. So I'm assuming they're a succulent of some sort. At the end of one of the 5 stories, there's another 4. We will pick up next stream with the next story, as long as the next story doesn't force me to do the Yu story. But maybe I even do that. I don't know. But don't know what stopped from giving Pavernil and Graham Grace a proper eye line from the start, despite they're the main character and antagonist. Yeah, that seems kind of weird. But anyways, that is gonna do it for today's stream. I appreciate everybody that's still hanging out with me and everybody that stopped in along the way. I'm gonna be signing off now, but we're gonna be back tomorrow in some shape/form. And there's Stegria, the card with gigantic forearms. Alright guys, can't wait for Dear Days 2, neither can I. I think that's a new name. Welcome to the stream, even though I'm about to end. I'm really looking forward to Dear Days 2, but I'm trying to get my full money's worth out of Dear Days 1. Again, I'm just trying to savor the ride into the Cardfight Vanguard because I'm having a great time so far. Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream right